God of War fans, get ready. With the release of God of War 3 coming March 16th, we're taking a look back at some of our favorite moments from both the original God of War and God of War 2. So without further ado, here they are in no particular order. First up, one of Kratos' first and most intense fights in the original God of War, the battle with the Hydra. This boss battle not only sets the stage for those that would follow, but it also gave us a window onto Kratos' sheer brutality when he takes the final head of the Hydra and plunges it onto the mast of a ship.
Come back to bed, Kratos.
We're finished. Be gone when I return.
Next, we have one of the most controversial moments in the entire series. This mini-game, if you want to call it that, sparked a debate on sexuality in games that's still going strong to this day.
Burn this village! Burn it to the ground!
Just why is Kratos so angry at the world? This next scene gives us the answers. Kratos marches into a temple and kills everyone inside, including his own wife and child. But as it turns out, it was a plot orchestrated by the actual God of War, Ares.
In that instant, the glory he had reveled in turned to horror.
In our next favorite moment from God of War, Kratos retrieves Pandora's box, the weapon that lets him grow to Godzilla-like proportions to fight Ares himself. Kratos finally pays back the God of War with a 50-foot-long sword stabbed to the face. On to God of War 2 and one of our favorite scenes from that game, the battle with the massive Colossus of Rhodes. On his journey to reach the Sisters of Fate, Kratos takes to the skies with Pegasus, the famed winged horse of Greek mythology. And yet again, we get to see just how awesome Kratos is as he leaps from creature to creature, snapping their necks in mid-flight. Another favorite moment from God of War 2 pits Kratos against Perseus, who also happens to be voiced by Harry Hamlin, the same man who portrayed Perseus in the original Clash of the Titans film. Kratos runs into a number of other famous names from Greek mythology throughout God of War 2, but few are as brutally hilarious as his encounter with Theseus, where, by the end of the fight, Kratos takes Theseus' head and slams the temple doors onto it repeatedly. Next, we have Kratos' meeting with Icarus, the man who flew too close to the sun with his wings made of wax. Naturally, Kratos sees Icarus' wings as an opportunity to get further in his quest, and as a result, bad things are about to happen to poor, crazy Icarus. And the final favorite moment from God of War 1 and 2 is a final confrontation between Kratos and a ghost from his past, the barbarian king who nearly defeated Kratos. But with Ares' help, the ghost of Sparta defeated the barbarian armies and lopped off the king's head for good measure. That's our look at some of the best moments from God of War 1 and 2. Stay tuned to GameSpot.com for more on these games as well as the upcoming release of God of War 3.
This time, Ghost of